and paste for instance. Then I'll edit 8 degrees, 52 minutes, 9 degrees, 53 minutes. Get rid of this, including the apostrophe. Get rid of this and hit on OK. Come to image C, right click and zoom to layer. Then we'll move to the next point, which is this point here. Click here, go back to Google Earth Pro. Then this should be the next point. Let's see property. Look at it. So I should get rid of this window. Is here. So I'll copy this, copy, paste. Go back for the instance, copy, paste. So I have 8, 9, 52, 53. Then hit on OK. Then we zoom out and go for the fourth point. So we'll uncheck B and A so that we'll leave that of C. So let's pick this point, impute the degree, minutes and second. We'll go back to Google Earth Pro. Now that point is a converging point. It's at point 3 of the image A. So 1, 2, 3. So we go to property. This is the point here. So we're gonna copy, then go back to arc map. You paste. Come back here. You copy instance. Then you paste here too. We have 8 degrees, 9 minutes, 9 degrees, sorry, 52 minutes, 53 minutes. Then delete this and this as well. So we hit on OK, and then let's check these images and see what is going on. So it's supposed to have converged neatly. I'm going to show us what we could do to improve this, but for now I wanted us to see the theoretical and to also know that it's possible to have mosaic of images from Google Earth Pro into ArcMap. So let's update georeferencing. So I have 3 superimposed images. Then the last but not the least, though it's taking much time, let's try for image D. I'm going to zoom to layer. So for image D, this first point is the last point we started at, which is the point 3 of image A. So I'll just impute the instance. Let me go back so that I wouldn't confuse us. This point here, this point 3, is actually the same point as point 1. Point 3 of image A is point 1 of image D. So I'm transferring the nothings and instance there. Paste, go back, fetch instance, paste, and then let's edit quickly. 9, 8, 9, 52, 53. Then delete this and delete this. Hit on OK. Go to image D and then zoom to layer. Then let's quickly see the next this point here, which is the point 2 for image D. Let's quickly add this. So let's go back. It's going to be the second to the last. Let's try it and see. Property, yeah, which is this point here is sharing that point with image C. Copy, paste nothings, go back for instance, copy and paste instance. Then you have 9, 8, 52, 53. hit on OK. Zoom to layer. So now the last but not the least, okay, sorry, it's not the last point, second to the last. Okay, so let's zoom in. Impute excuse me. I think this should be the point, so let's go to property. Yeah, that's the point at bottom left for image D. So I copy, I paste for instance, nothings rather, copy, paste for instance, then go to 8 degrees, 9 degrees, 52, 53. Get rid of this, and apply OK. So the last but not the least point for image D is the fourth point for image A. I hope that does not confuse us. So I'll uncheck image A and then quickly fetch that of this, get this point, then go to Google Earth Pro, uncheck this. 1 2 3 4. The fourth point here on image 1 is our fourth point also for image what do you call it, D. So you copy these things and nothings, paste it here, copy nothings, paste. You have 8, 9, 52, 53. Then you hit on OK. So let's see what we have. Then you update. Now let me explain something. This overlap we have in here is due to the fact that these images are actually in the 3D world format. So these overlaps are due to the actual shape. So we're trying to do a sort of projection now. So you could see that there is a little bit of gap in between the superimposition of the images. The errors that could cause this is from this. Let me explain this, but I did this so that we could have something very fast. The errors where we could get these errors is here. The positioning for this of this point, if you could manage to get to the edge of the screen here, and also here and here and here, actually to the ends of the corners, that will minimize that error drastically. That could minimize that error drastically. But what I'm doing here is that the advantage of what we're doing is that instead of, let me zoom out, instead of having to download this whole image from Google Earth Pro, this entire image, now once we download it and load it to our ArcMap, you discover that the image will not give us high or a good resolution. So this is the best method to get what do you call it, to get your images with high resolutions here in ArcMap. So these images are still individual. When I uncheck them, you can see that they have individual, they are still individual. So what we want to do, we want to merge, sort of applying a glue to all these images. So what do? You locate your Arc catalog here and hit it. You hit Arc catalog, it gives you a drop down of this menu. Then you go to data management. Under data management, you locate raster. Under raster, you locate what do you call it, mosaic raster data, raster data set. Then you now locate mosaic to new raster. Then you hit that, open. Then we could minimize this. Then before we do anything, I would like us to check. You click any of these images, right click, go to the properties, then we'll check under the display. We'll check under the properties rather. So it throws an error. Okay, it tells us that the histogram does not exist. Yeah, we say yes, it should create that histogram for us. So it's going to run it very quickly and get us to look at this.